be interested to hear your views on what's being termed this sort of gimmickry, the double points and permanent numbers. And there was a lot of ill feeling towards double points. I mean,
I'm very for, especially as a commentator, I'm very for permanent numbers, because if I think of Valentino Rossi, I think of 46. If I think of Gilles Villeneuve, I think of 27. I like the permanent numbers idea, because I think it gives the drivers more personality. They're getting so buried inside the car now. They change their crash helmets every weekend like they change their underwear. And, you know, I like the idea of a driver's chosen his own number, because it means something to him. Yeah. Apart from Kimi, who said, just, well, what did I have last year? Well, give me that one again, but which is typical Kimi. But the double points of the last race, I'm not so keen on at all, frankly. Apparently, I think Mr. E wanted the last 3 races to be double points to keep the championship alive. I'm not sure it would have made a whole lot of difference this year. And there was some kind of compromise, the worst word in the world, compromise, made to be won. What I don't like about it is it suggests that Abu Dhabi is worth twice as much as Silverstone or Monaco or Monza. Right? It feels just too random to me. I'd like to see, you know, if we want to reinvent Formula One a little bit for the next generation, the modern age, a little bit like cricket did with 2020, for example, but we need to look at it a little bit more generally and carefully, because we need to make sure we're engaging the next generation who, you know, have less time and are less interested in giving up 1.5 or 2 hours, I think, because they've got so many other things to do on their iPads or what have you. So I think it just, to make one race double points looks too random to me.
And also, isn't it the case that there's going to be so much uncertainty with perhaps reliability and who gets the best out of their package that no one will actually run away with it. So it'll be close all year anyway, even with single points.
I mean, who knows? If somebody aces the chassis, the cooling, and the engine, they could disappear into the distance, frankly, next year. This coming season, we just don't know. What we do know is the haves and have-nots are going to be further apart than we've seen in recent years, because it's inevitable. It's so complex, and it's such a big change. And the manufacturing teams have the resource, have the knowledge, have the advanced information and development with the new power pack. So I think there's going to be more of a disparity anyway. But you know, you could say, well, what about if the championship was decided on the last race just because of double point? Is that fair? Well, is it fair if your gearbox breaks 5 laps from home and you lose the world championship? You know, all's fair in love and war in Formula One.